Yeah, hi everyone. Good morning. Welcome to knowYva Foundation. And today's topic we will see variables in C programming language. So when I talk about variables, you know what is a variable? Values that can change. For example, I want to have an age variable. So this is how to declare a variable. Age is a variable, and we have identifiers. Okay, in we have identifiers. In every programming language we have. In C programming language we have identifiers. So what are identifiers? That is naming. Use all user defined names comes under identifier. So names should start with alphabets. Names should start with alphabets, either lowercase or uppercase. Numbers are allowed. Numbers are allowed, but it cannot start with numbers. And special characters such as underscore only is allowed. Underscore only is allowed. Only allowed special character is underscore. So underscore age, valid identifier. Age 123, valid identifier. Account underscore number, valid identifier. If I start with 123 age, not a valid identifier. So this is how to give names to variables, or any name, whatever you give will come under identifier, and you have to follow these rules. And up to 32 characters are identified. Up to 32 characters are identified. Not more. You cannot give many bigger name. Up to 30 characters are allowed and identified. So now we have local variable, and we have what is called as global variable. So we'll see what is local variable, what is global variable. I start with hash include stdio dot h, then into main, and then return 0. You know this is the structure of C language. So when I declare int a equal to 10, this becomes global variable. When I declare int b equal to 20, inside main is a function. So inside function I declare b equal to 20, this becomes local variable. So what is local variable? Anything declared within a function, anything declared within a function or a block becomes local. When we talk about variables, we have to talk about its scope also. So scope, as long as the function exists, as long as the function exists, it has its scope. Global variable, anything declared outside all function and outside main becomes global. And if we talk about its scope, as long as the program exists, as long as the program exists. So its scope is as long as the program exists. Then about default values. Default values. So local variable does not take default values. If uninitialized, if uninitialized assigns garbage value. Local variable default values are assigned if uninitialized. Uninitialized. So you know what are the default values. For int, it is 0. For float and double, it is it is zero point 0. For character, it is null. So these default values will be assigned for global variable if uninitialized. So this is global variable not initialized. This is local variable not initialized. I am printing its value. So A is global variable. It should take 0. B is local variable. It will be assigned garbage value. We will run it. So you can see A is initialized to 0, B is initialized to garbage value. For example, I want to find sum. Okay, sum is uninitialized here. I give sum plus B. Okay, sum is not initialized. It is a local variable. I am adding with A. So it will not be 0 plus 0. Okay, we will give A as 10. Okay, I want to find sum of numbers. I declare sum as local variable and not initializing it. Okay, no need bracket, it is sum plus A. So instead of 0 plus 10, the garbage value will be added with 10. So that is why whenever you work with C, when you declare local variable, see to it you initialize it. Can you see? It is giving some garbage value. But if I initialize to 0, it will print 10. That is why local variable, whenever you see some product, etc., some will be initialized to 0, product to 1. That is why they initialize the local variable and then find. Else it will be assigned garbage value. Now we get A equal to 10, B equal to 10. That is about local variable and global variable. And one more thing. We have both local variable and global variable with the same name. Okay, we have both local variable and global variable with same name. In that case, local variable will precede over the global variable. We will make it as 20. Okay, we will make it as 20. So local variable will precede over the global variable. So we will get A equal to 20. So when both local variable and global variable has same name, local variable will precede. Since local variable scope is within the function, it will have highest precedence, so that value will be assigned. For example, I am declaring a block. Inside block, I declare A equal to 30 and I print the value. I print its value. You know now this A is local to this block. So here it will print A equal to 30. Outside the block, A equal to 20 will be printed. Can you see A equal to 30 inside the block? Outside the block, A equal to 20. Instead of A equal to 30, there is a keyword called extern. There is a keyword called extern. I use extern int A. In that case, A value will be what something should be outside main. Okay, A is outside main. That value will be considered here. Since I use the keyword extend, it will look for value of A outside the function. Can you see? Inside the block A is 10, outside the block A is 20. This is about local variable and global variable. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Next session we will meet.